And happy Wednesday, 6th of January 2020. Looks like we're into another big sell off, headed for those lows again. We've already passed the low of day before yesterday, the famous Monday fall out of bed, based on the COVID fears in the UK and Europe and the ongoing political drama in the States. So we did not stream yesterday, trying to make some changes to the OBS platform here. And interesting to see what they're going to do here. Definitely psychological level at 12,500. If they break through that, we could see some downside here. That psych level bounce. Pretty ugly day. Here was the big Monday, Tuesday inside bar, and here we are so far on Wednesday. London traders are spanking the Asian people and those who were long last night from the regular trading hours. That's 1623 Southeast Asia, 2:23:51 in the morning, very Central Time, and it's 8:23 in the morning in London. So this is the Asian London crossover, and I got here a little bit late. I was thinking there would be a sell-off, but I was still trying to get some of this back-end stuff taken care of. For the stream, I still haven't settled on a microphone. I'm thinking that we've got mic quality is not proper when I re-listen to these streams, so I will definitely try to straighten that out. Disappointing. That was a nice move there. 300 points on one. Yeah, there's the open. There's the open, and a little spike up just to tease everybody, and then just hammer it. London kicks in here. About 1530, 1600, and they're spanking it to the downside. So if you traded yesterday, I hope you were mindful of risk and that your trading was successful. I'm still pleased with $231 on Monday. Obviously disappointed that I didn't stick on it longer and ride that short down. It would have certainly been a substantial win. Put me into the pro trading account as opposed to the step 2 here. That was huge trade. It would have been a huge trade, but woulda, coulda, shoulda, and hindsight binoculars is so crystal clear. That's the skill of a number of the folks on the internet and YouTube trading gurus is that they don't trade live, or if they do at all, if in fact they do trade live, they want to charge you for it, and that's to me counterintuitive. Again, this is TopStep Trader or the Tradovate program. Jigsaw Dome. This is the NQ, the NQ in market profile, and the NQ 5-minute. And this is the ES. Use no indicators except volume VWAP with 1, 2, 3 standard deviations above and below, and volume profiling, which is in this case in the Globex session, the profile is tracked here, POC is tracked, but in the regular trading hours, we have a value area high, value area low, POC, and the volume then switches across to the left side. This is cumulative delta, and this is relative volume. So our settlement was 793. Right about there. Volume is pretty much all negative. 273 points off the close, settle, I'm sorry. These Globex trades have been, if anybody has been on them, I don't usually sign on early in my morning to watch this, but pretty much set and forget, Again, hindsight, anybody can trade it. My 13-year-old daughter can come look at it and say, oh, why didn't you do that? If I'd have done that. If you'd have done that, you'd have made this money. It's real simple. The problem is the difference is when you're on this right edge. A FOMO trader, especially one looking at, instead of a range chart and looking at, say, a 5-minute bar, would have traded this down and then shortened up again and be substantially underwater. Why did it stop at the psych level? Boy, it's just hit it right on the nose, didn't it? What do we see over here? No real reason. The first correction here on the 21st, just before Christmas. This is the 20 range chart. So my next maneuvers will be, as far as the site goes in the stream, I'll get the starting soon screen up and in place and look into the mic situation. Obviously, this headset boom mic on the LG Pro X doesn't seem to be doing properly. I would have thought that a mic like this, right with the boom right in front of your face, is going to always have the same geometry to your mouth. But when I listen, I hear it fade in and out, and I'm not sure if it's a function of some settings on this mic or the mic itself. But we'll check into a proper Blue Yeti or something and see if that makes a difference. Ways off the bottom. Look at these gaps. Wow. So, we're falling into a consolidation range here after that sell-off. And these Globex trading can last this way. London usually takes a decisive move at the beginning, at their open, as they've done here. You know, what do we got here? Well, basically 600 to 500, so roughly 100 points. And say 20 minutes, roughly. And now they may just consolidate around here, and could be some more movement again. Just about. I try to start watching around an hour before, or so the regular trading hours, which would be 08:30 Central Time. It's 22:30 my local time. The famous Georgia runoff is over, and I'm assuming counting if it has not finished or should have been broadcast. It's 2:30 in the morning, so Tuesday we should have something, and then today the big drama will be the counting of the electoral votes in the Congress. We'll see if Trump is able to have some persuasion with Mike Pence. I'm not sure. I'm not learned enough about politics to know if there's anything or if it's just a bunch of ballyhoo or what. I am kind of surprised about some of those Republican senators who are speaking the loudest, like Ted Cruz from Texas, for example, who was just publicly insulted by Donald Trump on more than one occasion. Accused his father of being part of the Bay of Pigs and all kinds of things. And Mr. Cruz had nothing good to say about Trump, and that seems to have done a 180 out of phase, and he's very staunch, leading the charge in the Senate there. So I don't quite understand that, but I'm not a political guy, so nor do I want to be, nor do I want this channel to be political at all. As I've said many times, the basic premise of the channel is my video virtual training journal, And if anybody can learn from what they see me do and what I explain, that would make me immensely happy. Hopefully, the community will grow with like-minded traders who are interested in establishing a consistent profitability. And the great part about trading is you don't have to be, doesn't matter where you are in the world, pretty much, as long as you've got the proper internet connection. That's the big one. And the tools, which are available and pretty much free to most everybody, you can certainly provide yourself with a substantial additional income, consistent profitability, and the key is limited risk, obviously. This is a TopStep trader. I'm in step 2 of the $50,000 combine. If you don't know what TopStep trader is, check the bottom of below the video. It's a way to have a little bit of skin in the game as you learn, and you prove to them you're a good trader, and they give you the money to trade free, and you split your profits. They get 20%, you get 80%, and they eat all the losses and take the risk, put up the margin, etc. Yes, there are some rules. Pretty simple. I mean, if I'm going to give you, or if you're going to give me $50,000 to trade with, I assume you're going to have some rules around that. Who wouldn't? Right? So they're getting some. They're clawed back about 50% of that drop. What are they going to do now? So here's hoping that this audio is. Seems like the video is working quite well. I'm going to see if the audio is coming on stream properly. And we'll continue the live stream here for a bit. Then we'll go off stream as usual and be back up just before for the open, regular trading hours open, which is where you have the most liquidity, the most book of, depth in the book, and the probably one of the higher, better opportunities for profitability. And of course, anybody can look back and say, "Oh, gee, if you'd have shorted there, gone long there, shorted there, gone long there, shorted there, you could have made, a bucket load of money." But I am not able to look into the future as clearly as I can look into the past. So I don't profess to be able to do that, nor do I want to do that on this stream. At this point, I would suspect, and it's so hard to tell with these London Globex traders. Typically, you would imagine they would trade through these low volume areas down to this high volume node and all of this support. But not sure what, they could just be a head fake. It's light there. 25,000 contracts behind relative volume yesterday in the same period. They're going to bring it down there. That would have, as I said, that was my logical. To me, that was a logical thing for them to do. But I didn't have the conviction there to trade it. Ooh, look here. That may break out, may break the lows again. We have a potential there. The ES isn't really leading the way, which is a little bit dicey. So, yeah. I wish I could get this mic working properly. It's just irritating to me that that it's not. The stream's quite clear. It's 1440p, 60 frames per second. At least on my different devices, I can see it and no problems. It's just that the audio seems to be in and out. And as this is the headset mic, the relative geometry to my mouth should always remain constant. And I think I talk pretty much same volume. So obviously I'm not a professional broadcaster, nor do I strive to be one. But I do want the audio and the to be commensurate quality to the video stream, so that I have a good record, and anyone following along behind that wants to refer to this stream, my comments, my trading, will have the best opportunity to gain from that. What are they gonna do? They're just not making any down. Well, trying to make a little headway here on the ES. Generally, I find the ES leading. There we go. We could break here now. Buyers coming in, but volume's dropping off. Not good. There we go. Down to 2 standard deviations below VWAP. This is the 2 standard deviation line. First standard, second, and third. Negative. There's VWAP. If you're looking at it on my dome, the standard deviations are not delineated, but the VWAP point of control value areas are. Wow, look how far up that is when you really look at it. There's the there's the POC, and so you see here, and then we've got VWAP above that. Wow, the value area. This doesn't. Well, that's interesting. There's no outlier volume. Oh yeah. Typically, the outlier volume is in dark gray, and the value area is in the light. Let's see if we can see something over here. Like this, you see? This is the value area in light gray, and the negative or outlier area is in dark. I'm surprised that we're not. There we go. Oh, come on. I spun my wheel too far here. Big enough, you think? There we go. Yeah, there we have it. You see, there's the outlier. So there's no excess. Well, there's a little teeny blurb right down here, but that's it. That had me puzzled there for a minute. Anyway, on the dome, the value area is in gold, and the non is green. You see, this is the outlier, and this is value. And then the POC, or I'm sorry, the VWAP is the same. There's VWAP, purple, same color. So there we have the setups. I mean, the trading platform setups, anyway. So I look at how spotty the book is. See, that's coming across 3 ticks down to the inside. 4. 4 or 5 ticks to the inside bid. That's terrible. That's a good way to get chopped up. So we are 267 points off settle. 2.09% down on the NASDAQ. And 0.65% down, 24 points off settlement on the ES. Wow. So, if you're in my part of the world or Europe, trade safely. I'm going to end this Asia-London crossover stream and join back for the regular trading hours open. If you find any value here or are interested in following along with my trading and this journey and find value in that, please subscribe. And if you want to know when the stream is live, click the bell and you'll receive a notification. Not sure if you have to be subscribed to click the notifications or not. I'm not a big, game guy, YouTube chaser, any of those things. Again, as I said, this is I stumbled across someone who was trading, and I saw the benefits of this as fantastic trading journal where you can go back at the end of the day or the next day or the weekend and watch your trades live, listen to your thoughts while you're not engaged in the market, and tremendous amount of help personally to myself. And the same should go for others. They can hear my thoughts, see my logic, see my strategy, how I trade, like it, don't like it, learn from it. That's up to them. Obviously, past results are no guarantee of future results. However that goes, past performance is not indicative of future results. Trading is risky. Futures is a highly leveraged product. You can certainly lose more money than you've invested. But on the other hand, wow, look at how spotty the book is. That's terrible. On the other hand, you can make a lot of money. You have to manage risk. As soon as I get this layout straightened out with all of the stream things working properly and the audio, I have a couple of videos I'm going to record and then have available on the stream for anybody to look at or use, and they will share some of the truth about trading, the real holy grail or secret sauce, whatever. And there is one, but it's probably not what you're thinking. Not one, but there is an overreaching theme that is holy grail or secret sauce or key to success that very seldom is articulated by the usual YouTube gurus and all the trade room guys and all that stuff. But I'm gonna put some thought into it and make a recording of it rather than live stream and extemporaneous speaking, so that it makes the points and gets my thoughts across and does that in a concise and succinct manner. So, if you are trading, trade safe. And I will see you just prior to the regular trading hours later today. All the best.